Hello, my name is Scott, and this is the Scott and His Shot podcast. Although it's morning and I don't want a shot right now, but I'm drinking a cup of coffee. All right, I'm just trying to enjoy my retirement a little bit, trying to get a break in the boredom of it all, and talk to people my own age if I can. You know, so I'm 58 years old and I graduated in 1984. I'm just trying to get my opinion out there about a lot of the things I'm seeing on TV anymore. I mean, it's really crazy anymore, the things you see on TV, on the news. I mean, and I want to talk about politics. You know, like I said, I'm 58, graduated in 84. I want to know what's going on with everybody and why a Democrat would vote Democrat. And this shows, I'm aiming towards Democrats right now. I mean, why would somebody vote for a Democratic Party? And I'm going to just say a bunch of things. But we're going to start off with just your children. They're more worried right now, the Democratic Party is more worried about kids and their sexual preferences. And even in grade school, that I don't understand what's going on with that. I mean, I never knew it was a school of sex. It's school full of children, full of kids, a child, an adolescent, a boy, a girl. All these things all these names I just said they mean somebody. They're referring to a child. It's basically saying that they're not able or capable at that age to be talking and or able to make decisions about their health, about their sexual health, especially. I mean, that comes in time through hormones and growing up. It's called puberty. I mean, but that's all supposed to be between mainly for the kid, but his parents also. If you want, I mean, when he starts asking his parents about things, never is it never. I'm telling you, if you're a Democrat voter this right now, if you don't know this, I don't see how you're a sane person. It's never appropriate for any adult man or woman to talk to your minor at any grade of school until they're 18 about their sexuality. That's not their job. I mean, not every kid needs a psychologist. There's bullies in every school. People have good high school careers. Some people don't. Some people are bored. Some people aren't. Some are smart. Some are dumb. Some get picked on. Some don't. You can't change that. You guys are acting like you can change that. That is what makes people grow. Everybody is different. Everybody has a life that takes them on a different path depending on their parents, where they live, their income. I mean, there's a million variables. I mean, so get out of it. You guys need to stop voting for people that are green stamping this kind of behavior. I mean, that's governmental child molestation, and what else could it be? Shh, don't tell your parents. I mean, we can do this behind their back. I mean, is that how they? Shh, don't tell your parents. I mean, you know, this kid ain't concocting this kind of scam on his own. This stuff's being pushed on children. I mean, back in the day, man, I know what my dad would have done. You wouldn't want to be that teacher. I mean, I'm just telling you that right now. My dad would have went there, and I mean, I'm just telling you, that's crazy. So, I mean, and this whole sex change thing. I mean, you know what? I thought it was a farce back in the 70s, and you know, when I first heard something about it, that can never be done. But you know what? It can't be done. To all you transgenders that are trying to shove this stuff onto our kids and and shoving it down our throat, I don't have to agree with that kind of stuff. I mean, if you want to go mutilate your body to try to be something that you never will be, a boy can never be a girl. A girl can never be a boy. What part of that don't you understand? I mean, don't you get it? I get it. I'm not a doctor. I mean, it's that simple. So if you want to go carve up your body and stuff, knock yourself out. I really don't care. But when I got to hear about it, they want to vote on. I mean, what is it going to be? Voting on transgender? I mean, another special interest, huh? Man, our government loves making special interests. You know why? Because they want your loyalty. You're just a special interest. I mean, I wouldn't want to be called a special interest. I mean, just think about that. I'm not special. I'm not a retard. I mean, stop it. What is wrong with all you people, man? I mean, are all the same people? Did they all leave the room with Elvis? Because I want to go. Elvis, wait for me. Elvis and Scott has left the building. I mean, you guys are crazy. I mean, leave our kids alone. All right, just stay the fuck out of our kids' lives. And we're gonna need to get a Republican president to say that that's molestation. I mean, I can't even believe if I was a teacher, I'm not gonna give a shit about that. If that kid's going through some puberty thing and he's weirded out about that, that's not what I was trained. That's not what I'm there to do. I'm there to teach them math, English, social studies, science. You know, I mean, electives. I mean, have fun. It's not never. It was never supposed to be about their sexuality like that. I mean, that all those kids are going through sexuality changes in through their life. It's not up to you to get involved in it. I mean, get away from our kids, man. You guys are a bunch of fucking perverts. A bunch of fucking perverts. I mean, that's what it is. Why would you even care as an adult person about a child's sexuality? That's not between anybody but him and him and him and maybe his parents for a little while. Leave it alone. He's going to be gay whether you interject or not. Whether you interject or not, he's going to be. If he wants to chop up his body, he's going to do it whether you say something about it at that age or not. So you stay out of it. Half these guys that do that kind of stuff, and girls, they're like, "Oh, I messed up." Of course you messed up. You can never be. It's like that. I saw a show once with this doctor. He was a doctor even. He got a sex change to a woman, and he said after it was all said and done, he regretted it. It shows that he's walking down the road. He's on the Showtime show. He's walking. He's in a dress. It looks like a dude still. I mean, he had the whole surgery. I mean, he's a dude. He made the ugliest looking woman. I mean, because he's not a woman. That's my point. Go chop your shit off, wad some fucking meat off your ass there, and make a little weenie or something. I mean, how does that even work? I mean, stop it. Everybody's being crazy. God, everybody's a freak behind closed doors, man. Nobody wants to hear about that shit. On TV all the time, talking about transgenders, letting guys go into girl sports. I mean, oh my God. You women ought to be appalled. Any woman that stands there and lets that happen and doesn't have a voice on how wrong that is, you're just a dumb, I'm going to say it. For all the women who get it, that's just a dumb bitch. I mean, letting dudes come in and take over all your sports. That's what's going to happen. You take over. What are women going to have? I mean, are you guys trying to say you want to be like Afghanistan? Let's just throw you guys all in. Fuck it. Are you trying to take all the women's rights away that they fought for so many years, for decades? I mean, the half century. I mean, are you serious? I mean, any woman that would vote for a party who thinks that's cool. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you people, man? You're freaking me out, man. I mean, a dude is always a dude and a girl is always a girl, all right, guys? Now, you can have ones that are guys that are more feminine than other guys, than the average fit guy. And you can have girls that are more manly than the average girl, but they're still just a girl. You know, I guess that's, some are hot, some are not, I mean, so, anyway, stay out of our kids' lives, all right? Play your freaky shit on yourselves and just leave our kids out of it. I mean, and stop wanting all these special, LGBTQ, BS, all a bunch of special interest little babies. I mean, these people are immature, weird, and freaks. I mean, because they don't get it. I mean, they're all little special interests of the Democratic Party. A little voting block because they're all little robots. I mean, if somebody told me to go jump off a cliff, I'm not going to jump off a cliff. I mean, but you Democrats would. Oh, he didn't really jump. He didn't really jump. Oh, he did really jump. I mean, he's going to walk off that cliff, huh? I mean, no matter how stupid they are, no matter how many times they're just lying. I mean, today's tagline was in the last couple of days, misinformation. Every network's rattling it off with the same words, but after it and before it with everyone. I mean, you watch them and see. I mean, it's the funniest shit I've ever seen, man. I'm sitting here laughing. I'm just like, oh my God. Your parents paid for all the money for your college for you to get out of college and become a robot little rat. I mean, shit. CNN, MSNBC, NBC, ABC. Man, you guys are jokes. I watch all your little cronies on there. It's like a little cult. I mean, like a little cult. I mean, that was in high school and junior high. I mean, none of you guys are intelligent. All you guys are little robots that don't have the thoughts that you have are, I don't get it. It's like you guys are communists or something. Because everything you say is non-American as far as I'm concerned. Non-American stuff. Non-American policies. Last I saw, we live in America. Not the world. I don't care about the rest of the world. Who really care? All these people care about the rest of the world. They don't care about us. They're just jealous. And so what? I don't feel bad about being an American and living better than the rest of the world. And why should you? These are all governments have been in power for way longer than America, all these other countries. They've been around forever. And they haven't figured it out. But they have figured it out. That's the way they want to keep their thumb over their people. They know what democracy is. It's not no hidden formula, some secret. Oh, it's democracy, man. No, it's not. They're corrupt countries, and that's the way the people don't get nothing. The governments keep all the money. I mean, it is what it is. They don't share that shit very much. I mean, not really. I mean, it's, every country has smart people in it. I mean, people need to realize that they live the way they live because that's the way they live. And to think any more past it than that is just, if you ever got that kind of time on your hands, who gives a fuck? Really, who gives a fuck? I don't care about any of these other countries. Not enough to give them free money, hundreds of millions of dollars, when it's like Lebanon. Israel's attacking our enemies. Their enemies, our enemies, and we're giving them money. And that money's going to go to the people. That's $100-something million is going to go right in the pocket of that corrupt government. Plain and simple, man. I mean, really. Once again, I don't think a rock scientist figure that shit out. These countries live the way they live because that's how they want to live. If they wanted anything different, they would change. But they don't change. And we're all worried about them being jealous? Who cares? Let them be jealous. I mean, shit. Let them be jealous. I mean, half these countries wouldn't even have what they had right now if it wasn't for us, and I'm tired of it. You know what? I'm tired of hearing about them whining about Social Security. No money for this, no money. But they're printing this shit. They're just printing it. Since Obama got in office, it's just... I mean, same under Trump, though. I mean, but but he's doing it to try to fix shit. Obama did it to ruin shit. Straight up. I mean, Obama. He wasn't nothing. God, everybody, Obama. He's better than Biden, I guess, but all this open border and shit, all that stuff's going on. It started with him. I mean, let's just call it how it is. That's where it started. That's why I don't like Obama. That's the fabric of the country he's trying to change. I don't like the material. I don't like the material he's trying to change us from, the fabric. Well, I don't know. I mean, the fabric. Is that kind of like a treasonous statement, honestly? I mean, I'm going to change the fabric of this. The fabric of this country is the Constitution. That's the fabric of our country, so I don't know what you're talking about. If you want to change the Constitution, then do it. Do it through votes. Because every time the Democrats are in office and they got both parties in houses, both chambers, nothing gets done. They don't fix all this shit they're talking about. It never gets fixed. I mean, don't you guys forget about all these times they've said all these promises? All these promises they keep telling you, and nothing ever gets fixed. I mean, hell, I know I'm not saying. All I'm saying is, you sit there and listen to all these stupid people. I mean, the taglines, the childish, the Hitler. I mean, statements about Trump. I mean, I'm a Hitler. I mean, that's such an insult, and it's such a ignorant thing to say. I mean, it's not that it's not what they're calling him. They're calling him Hitler. But when you listen to these organizations, CNN, they're saying it in a tone of voice. He's Hitler. I mean, these people are retarded. They're adamant. They actually think that they're comparing him to one of the world's biggest murderer of all time. I mean, literally. I mean, and they're saying it to get you to think that. They're actually, but you guys are believing it. You guys still vote for him, must be believing it. Donald Trump is not Hitler. He speaks his mind. What part of that? Why can't, anytime somebody speaks their mind on the Republican Party, they're just, we're this, we're that. It's just the truth. Everything I'm saying is just the fucking truth. Everybody's whacked. I mean, the Democrats are way whacked. I mean, if you're voting for this crazy stuff, then you're part of the problem too. I mean, let's agree to disagree, because I think you guys are being stupid. Fucking with our kids, letting all these illegals come in, and you're just gonna vote for them again? You don't realize the harm that this is doing to the country? It's illegal immigration. It's tearing this country apart because we're fighting about it. Are you guys stupid? It's really worth all that? This is really worth this country tearing itself apart, letting all these illegals in. Are you serious? It's really worth all that. Let's just tear the country apart. I mean, let's let every fucking terrorist in. Let's take you're poor or whatever that stupid thing they always repeat, like they're doing something special. I mean, they act like when they're letting all these immigrants, they're doing something special. They're not. All they're doing is fucking up our country. God. You know, it's not like you can't get an education in these other countries and do good in these other countries. You guys are acting like they don't have any opportunities where they came from. There is. You gotta change your life. They're coming up here for a free life. You get what I'm saying? Everything's free. Free this, free that, free this. That's why they're coming up here. Because anybody can get their shit together no matter where you live. Be smart. Get the schooling. I mean, or just be naturally smart like I am. I mean, just use your brain. It's not rocket science. I say it's not rocket. Everybody acts like everything's big. Life's just big fucking equation. Man, government's been fucking with people from day one. I mean, they got this shit down to. They know how to start recessions, end recessions. You act like governments never run. I mean, they act like they don't know how this happened. Of course they do. They did it on purpose. They're doing it on purpose. The Democratic Party just fucked this whole country on purpose. It's not that hard to figure out basic business 101 on how to start a recession. All right? They did it on purpose. Plain and simple. They did it on purpose. Because everybody's still buying shit. Price went up and our government gets all the extra taxes on every time you buy something. Way more money. They doubled their fucking income. But yet we're running out of money. Where's all that money going from all the added taxes that our government's gotten from this inflation hike? I mean, if you're paying, I mean, a lot of stuff where I come from used to be like 8 cents to the dollar on taxes when you're buying shit at the store and all that, depending on what state you live in. I mean, if something goes up from $5 to $10, that's $5 more you're paying 8 cents to the dollar on. I mean, so it's a tax. So what are they doing with all the tax dollars they're getting from us? They say they're going to tax it, but they just did. Recession is a tax. Higher prices is a tax. They tax it. I mean, it's a tax on all of us. That's how they nail everybody across the board. They're always talking about them paying their fair share. No, they're always nailing us. Everybody pays taxes on everything you buy. I mean, and the more it is, the more taxes they get. So where's all that money? Because literally every single item in this country has gone up. Where's the money for it? Our government's got to be making record earnings right now. I mean, but yet FEMA's running out of money. I mean, the only people that aren't running out of money, it sounds like, are these immigrants. They're getting free money. I mean, all this free money we're getting. I mean, well, anyway, I'm going to get off right now. Like I said, this is the Scott podcast in a shot. Later on, when I come on again, I'll be drinking my tequila. Yeah, so I'm gonna try this out. It's a Scott in a shot podcast. I mean, that's what I'm gonna try to do anyway. So, anyway, time to say goodbye and good night, and later.